This is the place that everyone is talking about. The Quinson Villa, holding something extraordinary, something worth thousands. They say it is impossible to get out once you get in. I'll show them how it's done. Goodness sake. And he's brought his knife and his beard, and not a lot else by the looks of it, so he's fully prepared for business. Alright then, how do I close his inventory? By pressing the same button that opens the inventory. Right then, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a little game called Into the Dark, which seems to have a big iceberg, and I don't mean a lettuce. Oh no, it seems to be a massive icy mountain range near this place, so that's interesting. Right then, so as you can possibly tell by the sort of the art style and the inventory and all the rest of it, this is a sort of old Resident Evil style of little horror game, which apparently incorporates some puzzles, which is probably going to mean that I'm going to have a severe brain problem by the end of this, due to my total inability to think. But never mind. Wow, look at this place. What is this? Some sort of basement? Well, not really. I mean, it's on the ground floor. I need to find a way to get inside the main villa. The first floor. Indeed. The place that has the treasure. Goodness, it's like playing Dead Money again, and we're trying to invade the Sierra Madre Casino. That was called a villa as well, now that I think about it. Jeremy, how many times do I have to tell you to fix the pipe? It's blocking the circulation of the whole lab. I'm telling you, if you don't fix it by tomorrow night, you'll pay. Seriously, how hard is it? If it's so easy, why don't you do it yourself, Patrick? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. There is something stuck in one of the pipes. Find out the ideal pressure range and use that panel. Turn on the water supply and hit apply. Just try every 15 points, you'll find the ideal pressure. Yes, it's alright, mate. I know the multiples of 15. I don't have enough time where I would do it myself. But you did have enough time to sit here and write this note, which I feel like probably would have taken longer. Alright. Do you want me to muck around with the pipes and valves then? Because trial and error and banging my head against the wall to find a solution sounds like something I might actually have the intellectual capacity to achieve. Alright. Here are some pipes, but presumably we want some sort of control station or valves, which might be what we have in there. It is a little difficult to tell. Can I run? Yes, I can. Excellent. Right, goodness sake, what on earth is this? It's like a basketball hoop from an ulterior dimension where we've all got 723,000 hands. What do we have here? A button. Water pressure, toggle supply on and off. How do I do this? I can press buttons. Apply pressure. Error. Alright, do you want me to do, multiples of 15 then? Error! Oh, good dear, it's going to take quite a long time to... it's going to take a lot of clicks to get this sorted out. Sounds a bit like a fox. A very, very angry one. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Success has been enjoyed. And now a key has been washed out. Oh, I see, so that's what was blocking the pipe. It was a little key. Somebody was, excreting opening devices, were they? It's a hobby, isn't it? Right then, added to inventory. Does it say anything about it? No, it does not. Alright then. I thought it might say, like a bronze key, for example, to mean it would go to a bronze lock. To help me identify where the whale songs are coming from, but seemingly not. May I use this key, please? Use key. Excellent. It's not a gate, it's a door, but never mind. Finally, I am inside. Is it everything you'd hoped it would be? Looks like the door jammed, but never mind. I'll just catapult myself out a window when I found the treasure. Let's see what's in here. So presumably I'm some sort of urban explorer, that sort of thing. Like I've heard legends about this place, that it contains some form of treasure. Oh, the door. I more meant the... Well, quite. I more meant interact with the vase. But never mind. Goodness. Well, that's what you get for invading somebody's privacy when they're having a bit of, private hammer time. What on earth was that? It was big, and it was red, and it was loud, and it had a big hammer. That's about all I know. Maybe it was a very hench Harley Quinn. Difficult to tell. Let's not go that way. Let's go this way instead. What's this? Oh, I can look through here. Oh, I've seen this sort of thing before. Action to take item, fire 2 to switch slots. Oh, okay, so I can do like right mouse button to switch between these different things, and then if I find anything, I can take it with me. All right, fair enough. Can I fight with my knife? Yes, I can, and I can have a weird sort of trail follow it, which is a little mysterious. But at least that means I can defend myself against something. I feel like I'm going to need a little bit more than this little butter knife in order to fight off the that other guy, but I reckon I could fight off this tuxedoed gentleman. I know the secrets of the tuxedo. I know where it's least armoured. Which apparently is everywhere, because he fell over and died immensely easily. Alright, I'm not complaining. Are there any more? Here we are. Yeah, I want to look through the other rooms first before we start wandering through doors, given how badly the last time we wandered through a door went. Let me see, some more vases, but they seem to be a bit of trouble, so won't worry about that. Jeremy, we have received your letter. I would love to tell you that we are very excited and can confirm we'll hold up our end of the bargain. Now the rest is up to you. I believe you will not disappoint us. Your job is hard, but we believe only you can take down this whole operation. Good luck. Seems like Jeremy was a bit of a double agent. And, oh, good, okay. And it seems like, perhaps he was actually in the employ of somebody else, rather than Patrick, who presumably is the, Lord of the Manor. Right then. So we have a little key, but we haven't actually encountered any locked doors yet. In fact, I rather wish we had encountered some locked doors, because then we wouldn't have gotten murdered on the other side of them. Alright, this appears to be a dining room with some form of safe here. Temp entry above 100,000k. 100,000, sorry, not 100,000, that would be an awful lot more. Will not be processed. Oh, so I can move the temperature around to anything that's like a multiple of 3. Oh, hang on a minute. I was doing 3s and 6s before. Oh, no, it's... Oh, I see. I do sincerely apologize. I'm being a bit stupid. No, you just hold it down and change as much as you want. It's not specifically on a, It's not specifically on a, I know. It's not specifically on a multiple of 3 system. Alright then, let's see if we've got anything else in any of these drawers. It would seem not. Can you see like a weird little blue blob? Just on the edge of that painting, just right above my buns there, little blue blob. I don't know what all that's about. Let's see if there's anything in here. Nope. Alright then, I can still hear some gurgling noises, presumably from another tuxedo gentleman who wishes to give me a hug, and then I'll stab him right in the belly, but never mind. There's books on this shelf, and there haven't been on any of the others. That makes me suspicious. Why were the dinner parties so boring that you needed a book in order to pass the time? I don't know. Mind you, I've been to some dinners that were certainly boring enough that I wish I'd had a book with me, but never mind. These camera angles when you come through the door are very restrictive. It's going to make things very difficult if there's actually a bad guy on t'other side of the door, but never mind. Let me just look through here. Nope, nothing there. Alright, let us read another letter. A torn page from a diary. But the sales are going up, and that is a very good sign. I have paid some people to build a nice lockdown system. These guys are supposed to be the best in the business. It should be ready around Christmas. Let's hope we never have to use it, but on the off chance, it will just cut off this villa from the rest of the world for good. Goodness, you're not just talking about locking the doors, you're talking about like a sort of contingency system that might potentially blow up half the continent in order to prevent anyone from getting too close to the villa. That's interesting. They must have been making something very, very interesting if they were that determined to keep it from being discovered. What have we here? If I giddy yachts, we have something rather interesting. At least I think we do. Right, action to move emblems. Fire 2 to switch emblems. Oh, how do I... Oh, alright, so I can, like, click, left click to move around between the different animals, and then I can sort of right click to switch certain things round. Inventory to close, submit to submit puzzle. What's submit? I don't know what the submit button is. If you keep moving one emblem, you'll get there. Are you trying to tell me there isn't like a clue to this? Okay, space is the submit button, it seems to be. So, could we literally just do... Yeah, apparently. Well, that was interesting. I'm not convinced that's how you're meant to solve it, but hey-ho. That's how they told me to solve it, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, what did this note say? May I read this? Magic temperature, 696 Kelvin, and piano, 8195. Oh. Alright. So, was it not thousands, then, that the temperature gauge was being measured in? It was kelvins, which is interesting, because, I'm not actually familiar with the Kelvin system of temperature measurement. I just know it's used for measuring the warminess of stars is essentially all that I know. Let me just open this and check this again. It was 696. Alright. Hang on a minute. 696. But if I put in 696 or something very close to it, it's not going to accept it because it says temperature levels above 100k will not be accepted. And very, very difficult when you get this right. No, they will be accepted. They will be accepted. That little thing there was just a great big fib. Excellent. I enjoy me a nice big fib from time to time. Keeps things interesting. Now, where under the sun did that open? Well, it didn't open here. Alright, presumably that opened a door in another room. I wasn't paying enough attention in order to actually notice it, partly because it's extremely dark. Well, it's not extremely dark, it's quite dark. It's like comparatively dark compared to in here. So, it's just making it a little difficult for me to see what I'm doing. But never mind, let's have a look through these, rummage through these drawers and see if we can find anything of excitement, and then I can constantly forget all the buttons. What about in here? Nope. Nothing at all. Alright then, this room seems to have been a bit of a damp squib. The foxes are at it again. Okay then, I think we're about finished with this area here. We didn't go through this door here. Mainly because this door seems to lead us roughly in the direction of Mr. Hammer, so I'm a little nervous of going near here. But, let's have a little wander and see what we can find. Some more important looking people, but not a great deal else. Anything in the far corner here? No, seemingly nothing at all. Alright. Not sure what this little naughty chair is here for. Presumably to send the children to do their homework when they have been most mischievous and refuse to eat up their greens. So we need to identify where that panel opened, because it must have opened somewhere. But I am struggling to find where exactly, and I really don't want to go through that door. I'm sorry, what happened there? Oh, interesting. I can sort of break the game a little bit. Excellent. I always enjoy doing that. Okay then. So, where did that open? It must have opened somewhere. Let me go back in here, because this is the room where I found... No, this is not the room where I found the answer to the puzzle. This was the room where I make an absolute idiot of myself by going the wrong way. Let me go back into the room where we found this solution to the puzzle. Maybe the panel opened in here. No. No. Seemingly it didn't. Seemingly it didn't. Excellent. Giddy. We haven't found the piano either. which I find a little strange. Why under the sun would a piano want a combination lock like a padlock? That's the word I'm looking for. Did we go through here? No, we didn't. I don't even know if this door was open. Oh. Right. If anyone's keeping track of my life expectancy on a spreadsheet, you can knock about 5 or 6 years off of that now. Right then. Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? So we found another room via which we can access the noisy room, but it don't seem like a brilliant idea doing that. Yeah, because you just get that horrific noise. I mean, I could try and fight it, but I don't think it's going to go very well. Alright, plug your ears. Oh, good. I was worried about that. Oh, good. And I have to go through all this again. I was worried I wouldn't have to do that, and then I'd have to, you know, like, have, like, a nice, quick recovery so that it wasn't embarrassing, or I didn't have to do a jump cut, but no, we do. Crying out. Right then. Well, I'm a little confused. At least this gives me the opportunity to check whether that door was previously there or not. Oh, I see. The camera was supposed to move forward at this point rather than later on, so that it didn't have to zoom through my bum. That's nice. Right then. Oh, he actually managed to strike me this time. That's strange. Was the door there previously? Yes. Yes, it was. Alright then. I have merely been stupid. Nothing new there then. Alright. Let me solve the heat puzzle again, and then we can have another look at the animation where the panel slides open, and we'll see if we can figure out what it's doing. Alright, so it's a room with a piano, and there's a painting of some pillars to the right of it. Alright, well that's interesting, because I don't actually think we've seen a room with a piano in it yet. But I do have vague recollections of seeing that painting. My only concern is that I may have seen that painting in another game by the same developer that I played just a few minutes ago. So, which used a lot of similar assets to this one, so we might be in a little bit of a pickle. But give me a moment. I shall wander around and I shall see if I can find this piano, which presumably is also going to require a code, which we could get out of that safe if only I could get that thing working again, but try as I may, I can't make it function again. It seems I had immensely good luck the first time and immensely dreadful luck the second time. There definitely wasn't anything in the library. There aren't any other doors, are there? Because I can't go back the way I came. 'Tis jammed. But if I go through that door, or the door on the other side of the room, then I get, slightly assaulted. Unless the idea is that I'm meant to, like, run through the room very quickly. Like, there, it's that painting. That's the painting I'm looking for, right there. Except not that one. A different copy of the same image. Yeah, maybe I'm meant to run through it and, like, find another door on the other side. Because if so, I'd much rather take the piano code with me, because I really don't want to leave it behind and then have to come back for it later. But let me have another go at solving that puzzle, and then I'll have a go at running across the room. Right, well, I found the solution, as it were. The solution is actually here on this clock here. You can see you've got like the fish in the upper left, you've got a kind of lion creature down on the bottom right, and then you've got a lobster on, oh sorry, you've got a lion on the bottom left, you've got a lobster on the bottom right, and then you've got some sort of ram creature on the upper right hand side. I can only guess that I somehow screwed it up somehow, because when I was trying to do it through just moving one piece and then trying, moving one piece, trying, moving one piece, trying, it wasn't working. So I can only assume I screwed it up massively somehow, which shouldn't really surprise anybody. But hey ho, at least we have the code now if we need it. Now, put on your earmuffs because we're going for a run. It says office. It didn't work. Well, that's less than optimal, isn't it? Because we don't have the key for this. Alright. That's nice. Right then. I'm very, very good at this, aren't I? I also wish this was skippable. I suppose we should do this in a way where it means I have less to lose. It seems like you can stay there until he notices you, which he hasn't yet because he's just run off to the wrong side. Kitty, oh, that is so loud! Alright, at least we're in here. At least we can have a look around and explore and actually see something new, which is nice. We don't have the thing opened next to the piano, nor do we have the piano code, but we can go back and get those later if it becomes necessary. Dear oh dear oh dear oh dear, that seems a very weird mechanic. I've never seen a game have a mechanic like that before. Alright, what do we have through here? Hopefully nothing too vicious. No, some sort of spare room with some small chest of drawers in it. And these at least have something useful in them. Probably not, because it seems like all but one of these places don't have anything useful in them. Nope, nothing at all. Well, there was a note here, which I somehow didn't see, despite the fact that it was under my nose. That's it, I'm doing it. I'm going to put the richest man... I'm going to be the richest man in this whole town. They'll see this stuff is the best. They'll say this stuff is the best, though for some reason you're spelling it with an E instead of an A, which confused me. All I need to do is steal the formula and poison the gas chambers. I'll also turn on the new safety system. Oh good, no one will be here but the guards. Dear oh dear oh dear. Just a... oh dear oh dear oh dear oh dear. This is sorry, it's just a bit dark and reminding me of things I'd rather not think about. Just a good night's sleep for them. Well, that's lovely. That 6-foot standing heinous creature. Who knows why he was hired as head of security? See the big man with the big hammer? He might be. He seems like the sort of person that would go around clobbering people for invading the premises. Maybe that's why he's attacking me, because he knows I'm an intruder. It's a theory, it's an idea. It's not a very good one because it came from me, which naturally means it's rubbish. But let's see what else we can find. I keep hearing the sort of the noises of the bad guys and thinking they're closer than they actually are. Alright, a couple more cupboards to check. I highly doubt there'll be anything in them though. But presumably this wing of the house is the one that has the piano in it. And if we can find that room, then all we've got to do is realise we're slightly too fat to fit through here. But never mind. All we've got to do is make our way back past the security guard, and then we can go and open the door next to the piano, and then we can go through it, which is nice. And here is another utterly superfluous library, but never mind. I mean, it's sort of nice to have rooms in a house like this where it's sort of obvious it's been more designed, sort of designed to seem like a real house rather than just having things which are necessary for the sake of the gameplay. Oh good, there was absolutely nothing here apart from a single piece of paper. That was a good use of my time. We didn't even find the freaking piano. Can I even, like, see the piano? Can I sort of glitch the camera through the wall a little bit in order to see what I want to see? It would seem not. No. Oh, good. So again, this was a total waste of my time. Now we have to go back through the Chamber of Screams. Look on the bright side, we haven't lost anything. Apart from our sense of hearing, of course. We lost that numerous sessions ago, but you know. It's a good thing you don't need to be facing the door when you go through it. Well, this is interesting. Thank you. I highly doubt that the code that we found on that piece of paper that seemed to reference the piano will get me through there, but at the moment it's the best guess that I can give you. So, let me stab this gentleman again, and then I'll go through doing the puzzle again, and then I'll write a letter of complaint about the lack of autosaves in this game, and then, once I've done all of that, I'll have a go at putting that code into the elevator thing. Right, let me get my piece of paper back. Now, which was the cupboard that had the key in it? Was it this one? Yes, here we are. What is it? Does it even say where this key goes to? It says... Oh, this is the office key. Right, I'll go through the whole shindig all over again, shall I? And then maybe, perhaps, there's a small possibility that if we're still sane by the end of it, because goodness knows we aren't at the moment, maybe then, when I've gone through all the puzzles again, because goodness knows this game could do with a couple of autosaves, then maybe... You're not stupid. Thing is, the graphics are of such a style that the game is actually no less difficult to see with the spectacles on than with them off. But never mind. Why would you have a quit button there? Oh gosh. At least now we can get through that door on the far side of the corridor. Right. Give me a frickin' minute. Now we need to get the key, then I need to get across the hallway and get the office key into the lock and get through it before I get stabbed in the bum. What? What do you mean I can't use the item here? What? What do you mean I can't use this item here? Use the... Oh, for Christ. Somehow I survived a couple of swings of that, and nobody knows how. Right then. So, am I going absolutely stark raving bonkers? Yes, I am. But putting that to one side for a minute... Am I mistaken in saying that when we first went across that corridor, that door said office on it? That's why I was excited when I saw the key said office on it, because I thought, here's the key to the office, we can go in here now. Or am I thinking of some other door somewhere? Am I going completely mad? I don't know. Right, let me first go across here and investigate the door again. No, so this just says locked. This said nothing about being an office. 8195. Well, I'm pressing action to submit. Well, I'm pressing the button and not a great deal is happening. Right, it either glitched because he was there, or that is indeed not the place that you go and do that thing. So, that's nice. Let me go and get the office key again, And Gideon, that means fighting the gentleman in the red bataille again. Gideon, this game is getting on my nerves, which is a shame because it's professional and interesting and cool, and I like it. Except the auto-saving that it doesn't do. I appreciate that some people feel that permadeath is a useful tool in video games because they think that it gives death some form of cost. Right? I get that. I do. I simply think that that is wrong. Right? In the same way that some people think that Brussels sprouts are delicious. They're wrong as well. So if you don't mind, I'm going to go this way now. And see if... Because I absolutely swear there was a door somewhere that said office. Right? Or am I mad for thinking that? Is all of this finally getting too much for old Phil? Right. Now we have access to the office. This is where the office key goes. Alright. Good. We're making some progress, and my sanity is being restored. Ah, dear, it's lovely. Is it the Amnesia games? Goodness. I think it's the Amnesia games that first sort of came along with the idea of a sanity meter. I feel like I've got one, and it's very low at the moment. I'd like to bring your attention towards a major problem the workers have been facing. We get no time off, we have no supplies, and we're treated very badly. Oh dear. The other day, one of your guards beat up one of my workers for wasting time while he was just taking a 5-minute break. You know what we do is very difficult and requires a lot of attention to detail, so I hope you won't take this the wrong way. Jeremy Hopkins, humble representative of the workers. Oh, I see, there was a bit of unionisation going on. Well, good for them, but somehow I feel like a strongly worded letter isn't exactly going to solve a problem when you've got people bashing your skulls in with big sticks or whatever it was that guard used. Alright then, so we have another key. What does the key say on it? It says music. Alright then, so that must lead me to the music room, where presumably the piano is. Good, that means I've got to go back and do that puzzle again. Hooray and huzzah. Where did this take me? This took me into another library room, didn't it? Unless I'm highly mistaken? Yes, it did take me into another library room. I was not highly mistaken. Alright. Hopefully, this is the key that's necessary to get me through that door that I was trying to get through earlier with the office key, but failing miserably for obvious reasons. I probably should have let my stamina regenerate before I went through here, but never mind. I am sneaky. I am stealthy. I am not... Did you see one of those drawers close there for a second? I don't know. Actually, I don't need to do the puzzle again because I've got all the numbers written down. So at least we can just do the temperature bit rather than anything else. I just wish it was a bit faster to get this done because I've been holding it down for ages in order to get it all the way up to 696. But at least we seem to be making some progress. And I'm beginning to feel a little bit better about the game. I just I don't know. I just find permadeath so annoying. Right. I mean, it's not permadeath. It's not like it gives you straight back to the main menu screen. You have to like go through the gump fenstring and go through the basements again. So there is some auto-saving. I just feel like, surely you're gonna die to that guy a lot, right? Like, you're gonna die to him at least 2 or 3 times before you figure out what you need to do. So it seems, it seems a bit weird to me that there's no sort of pre-assumed capacity to go through the puzzles without having to go through them multiple times, you know, through auto-saving is basically what I'm trying to say. I'm sort of whipping the dead horse here, but it's a dead horse that needs a good whipping as far as I'm concerned. So, we can go through that. Can I interact with the piano at all? Yes, presumably it's like the number of the keys. Good, okay, I can't faff around with the black ones because they always confuse me. So it's maybe the 8th key, then the 1st key, then the 9th key, then the 5th key. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What? 13? 13? What are you blibbering on about? Can I try that again? What? What on earth is going on here? I do not understand this. Alright, So that is a 3, and that's a 1, that's a 5, that's a 6, that's an 8, and that's a 10. Alright. So I could have like an 8, and then a 1, and then I need like a 9 and a 5. What other numbers can we have? We can have an 18, we can have a 17, we can have a 15. We can have a 13, we can have an 11, we can have a 10, we can have an 8. Where's the 9? Well, there's the 5 I need, but where's the 9? There's no 9 anywhere in this. Seriously. Oh, I can press these keys. Oh, goodness, I do wish somebody'd mentioned that earlier. I wouldn't have felt quite so stupid then. 8, 1. No, not 1. I didn't want to put 1 in. I wanted... stop it. 8. 19. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Note added. Oh, good. Is it a useful note? Time 2100 or A190, B190. Alright. When you say 2100H, do you mean like 2100 hours, like 9 PM? A equals 190 and B equals 190. Good, I have solved my simultaneous equations and have passed my exams. I am most pleased with myself. Alright. Give me strength. What is this? Left or right axis to change. Oh, okay. I can use like WASD to change that. Okay, that's interesting. Yes, and then I can click the switch between these two. All right. So A and B are both 190. So do I just need to make both of these to 190 then? Not by going that way, Phil. Because for some reason going that way, pressing to the right makes the number go down, even though the number line goes that way. But never mind. There we are. So we'll make them both 190, maybe? Is it like 190 degrees? No, it can't be. That wouldn't make any sense. Alright, so we've sort of moved this round. So we've like moved the doorway from the sort of the south position to what would essentially be the west position. Alright. Does this allow me to go somewhere? It allows me to enter a room. A room that contained many chains. Hello, would you like to get yourself slightly knifed? Yes, again with the stage directions. Right. Let me do a bit more stabbing, if you don't mind. Oh goodness, this one is stronger! He has a bulletproof suit on. I wish I could say much the same. I don't know why, because I've never been shot at. And of that I'm very grateful. But, never mind, I don't know what I'm on about. What does this say? The note reads 6958. If I could even read, but never mind. 6956. Oh, hang on, there's also something there I didn't see before. What? TBH equals E1. What? Why is this the note bit corrupted with certain numbers? I don't know, I'm going to write that down as well, just in case it's of use. I doubt that it will be. But, yeah. Strange. Most strange indeed. Alright, good. I have no idea where to go from here. It seems like there's another sort of doorway up at the top here. So I might scoot this round a little bit and see if I can get at the sort of the north passageway. Here we go. Where does this take me? Oh, this takes me back here. That's interesting, but I don't much see how that's going to help, because the main problem that I have at the moment is that I can see through walls like Superman. How thrilling. The main problem is I have some things that I don't know what to do with. Primarily this 6956 code and this TBH equals E1, which, TBH. I don't know what TBH could stand for. I mean, TBD can stand for things. I always forget what the D stands for. That I know it's like It's not to be disclosed. It's to be decided or something. I can never remember what it is exactly. What would E1 mean? Unless it's just a random combination of numbers and letters for the sake of it being a combination. Unless it means Euler's number to the power of 1, of course. In which case I'm going to have to get my calculator, because I can't remember too many decimal points of that. That was a funny noise. Why was there a funny noise? Oh, I know where the code is going to go. The code is going to go to the elevator, isn't it? Which is great, because that's another viciously dangerous place I really don't want to stand. But, you know, don't have much choice in this world of ours, do we? Alright. Let me go through here. And then back through here. Because this will get me from the... and again with that funny draw. This will get me from this side of the building to the other side of the building, where I'll be a little bit closer to the elevator. And then I just have to see if I can get through before that man assaults me. It seems like when I'm on the screen, I am safe from him. But, I can't be certain that I'll actually get through without getting murdered, so, would you move your bum, man? What is it? 6, 9, 5, 6. Elevator unlocked. Huzzah! Is this it? Is this the way out of this hell? Oh, you've forgotten all about the treasure, have you, you sensible person? I really should not have come here. No, you really shouldn't. You shouldn't have brought a butter knife with you. You should have brought a bazooka. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. And there's no treasure either. I'm glad you're still concerned about that. Right then. Let's hope and pray that there has been an autosave. Hello, friends! Would you like to do, would you like to get stabbed? No, you seemingly like to hug each other instead. Which is a bit weird, if I'm honest, but never mind. I'm going to get behind you and do stabbing. I'm going to try and do some stabbing, but goodness knows I'm not going to have a hell of a lot of luck trying. Oh, I see. You were waiting for an opportunity to gang up on me. Ye clever people. I underestimated the intellectual capacity of the well-dressed. I keep forgetting the password, so I haven't override to the door code. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that much I think I can remember. That much I think I can manage on my own, without the use of any pens and paper. Dear oh. Dear oh dear. So do I just go through the elevator? Is there really nothing else here? Because if so, this seems a bit of a filler level. But, never mind. Alright, let's just wait for the inventory, rather the stamina to recharge. There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and that is that. I rather enjoyed that. As much as I got cross at it, I rather enjoyed that. Yeah, and you know, it is nice to have a slightly sort of unique again with these legal disclaimers that keep appearing for 2 seconds. Dear oh dear oh dear. It is sort of nice to have that sort of mysterious room that you don't really get the opportunity to explore, that looks like it has weird severed heads on poles, or on like pedestals that are being displayed that you can then sort of have to rush through, which means you don't really get the opportunity to study it properly, which makes it seem a little bit mysterious. So it's sort of got that going for it, I suppose, but I don't know. I mean, again, it's nice to have some sort of challenge in the game, nice to have make you think a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe we could have just saved after doing like 1 or 2 of the puzzles, like if it auto-saved when you opened the safe, or auto-saved when you finished the temperature puzzle. That would have been nice, I suppose. But anyway, that was sort of quite simple, but rather enjoyable, professionally put together, nice sound design, and I apologise for being so cross about it. So I sincerely apologise for that and for all of the terrible things that I said in terms of my poor attempts at humour. Turns out the TBH equals 1E was absolutely useless, but never mind. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other and good night. And then I'll put my hand on the wrong bit of the keyboard and stab the shift key instead of the turn off recording button. I'm doing so very well today.